Hey everybody, happy Friday. I am coming at you from the basement again. It is cold and rainy outside, so all of my kids are inside and my house is noisy again. So I am trying to find some peace and quiet down here. So I have taken over John's game room. He's got like a bunch of deer and turkey and stuff hung up in here. So this is where I am. And today I would like to share with you guys a song that I wrote called Surrender. And the story behind this song always is a little bit difficult for me to talk about, but I want to share it with you guys today. So, John and I started our family young after we were married about a year and a half. And we had two beautiful, healthy baby girls. And we were so excited about it. And we thought, okay, like this is our family. And so we decided we were going to stop trying to have any more kids. So a couple of years went by, maybe a year and a half or 2 years. And lo and behold, we got pregnant. And I think after we got over the initial shock of it, we were both like super excited. Yeah, we were just like so at peace with it and just really excited for what God had for us with this third baby. And shortly after that, we lost the baby. I had a miscarriage and lost the baby, and it was really like the first big loss that John and I had ever had together. Both of our parents, all of our parents are still living. Most of our grandparents are still living. So this was just, a really big loss for us. And of course, we grieved together, and we decided that we were so excited about this pregnancy that we really wanted to try now to have a third child. So after a short amount of time, we tried again and we got pregnant again, and we were again very excited, but almost like cautiously optimistic and cautiously excited because of what had happened with the last pregnancy. And shortly after we found out we were pregnant again, we had another miscarriage. And it was just a really difficult time in my life. Any of you who have ever lost a child, you understand the pain. I just went to a really dark place where I was just crying out and asking God why. I didn't understand what he was doing or why he was doing it, and I didn't understand the purpose behind it. And it was really difficult for me because I was grieving, and at the same time I was angry with God. And God is the person that we run to when we're grieving for comfort, and I was grieving and I was angry at God at the same time. So I didn't have that that comfort that I was looking for. And so I had to turn to the word. Like there was nothing else that I could do. So I prayed kind of nonstop. I read the word. I talked to fellow believers around me that are much wiser than me. And through all of that, I just came to the realization that, God's plans are so much higher than ours. They're so much better than ours. But they're not always what we want. And we have to understand that as Christians, it's our job to surrender our lives over to Christ for him to do what he will with them. And he's a good father. He wants to take care of us. He wants to dote on us. He wants He wants to give us the desires of our heart. He really does. But his plans are not always what our plans are. And his plans are so much better than ours. And he promises in the Bible that he's going to take care of us. As much as he clothes the lilies of the valleys and he feeds the birds in the air, how much more will he take care of his dearly loved children that he died for? And so when my eyes were open to this reality of like just his sovereignness over everything, all I could do was just wake up every day and surrender my life over to him. And it was this prayer of like, okay, God, if you want us to only have 2 children, like, I'm going to live joyfully in that. I am going to appreciate those kids. I'm going to love on them. But God, if you have another child in our future, like, I'm going to trust you in that too. Like, I am trusting you through all of this, and I am surrendering my plans. I am yielding my plans for your plans because I know that your plans are good. And so through that realization came this song, Surrender. And those of you that may not know us, we did end up having a 3rd little girl. So we have 3 little girls in our family now. God blessed us with 3 healthy children, and we are so happy for that. But this struggle of surrendering is something that continues to come up in my life in different areas, and just understanding and saying, you know what, God, like, I am yielding to you. Your plans, your ways are higher than mine, and they are better than mine. So I'm going to play this song for you guys today, and I don't know if there's something in your life that you're feeling like you need to surrender to God. But now's the time to do it, and I encourage you to do it. Like, he is a good father. He wants to give you the desires of your heart. He wants to give you more than you could ever even imagine. He will give you more than you could ever think possible for your life if you just continue to daily surrender to him. And so I'm gonna play this song, Surrender. You are offering up our lives to you and you alone. We surrender all, lift our eyes up to you, Lord. You're the one we're living for, and we surrender all. Abba, Father, we adore. Have your way in us, oh Lord. We surrender all. Lift our eyes up to you, Lord. You're the one we're living for, and we surrender all. Abba, Father, we adore. Have your way in us, oh Lord. Oh, we surrender all. Have your way in us, have your way in us, Lord. We surrender, we surrender. And in the valley, you are faithful. We lay our lives before your majesty. And in the darkness, you sustain us. We bow before the King of everything. In the valley, you are faithful. We lay our lives before your and in the darkness, you sustain us. We bow before the King of everything. And in the valley, you are faithful. We lay our lives before your majesty. And in the darkness, you sustain us. We bow before the King. And we surrender all. Lift our eyes up to you, Lord. You're the one we're living for, and we surrender all. Abba, Father, we adore. Have your way in us, oh Lord. We surrender all. Lift our eyes up to you, Lord. You're the one we're living for, and we surrender all. Abba, Father, we adore. Have your way in us, oh Lord. We surrender.